Hello, beautiful divine beings. Thank you for tuning in. I am Riadan, Lady of Love and Light, also known in some circles as White Owl Woman, and my birth name is Roberta Lowry. So today I am just being guided to share this divine message with you, and this is coming from the Earth Warriors Oracle cards by Alana Fairchild. And the card that I drew today and being drawn to share with you is Immeasurable Power of the Heart Way. And the poem goes, the heart has the power to heal in a way that the mind cannot understand. Do not allow your mind to distract or frighten you. You are a beautiful child of the universe, and divine love lives within your heart. A willing heart is all you need to transform any situation that is troubling you. Recognize this power does not evoke feelings of pressure or anxiety, but rather of peace and joy. Lightness of heart and relief of mind are here for you now. And this card goes on to say, inner reading, the divine within your heart has the power to transform a situation that is troubling you. Do not be intimidated or think it is too much for you or the divine to handle. Do not allow yourself to intellectualize or analyze a situation to the point of feeling confused or paralyzed. This is our biggest mistake as human beings, of divine beings living in a human body in the human experience. But it goes on to say, healing through the heart on any and all issues that have plagued you or a loved one can and will happen. Let your heart feel the faith it needs to feel so that it can rest in joy. Divine healing wants to flow abundantly for you and throughout you. Open to receive it without hesitation or condition. So you're being asked to just drop that fear, drop any reservations, any hesitation, any resistance. Pono, and the name of this card is Pono Pono, and the number is 27. So Pono in the Hawaiian tradition has deep and multiple meanings, one expression of which is the return to order. This is a perfection of peace, beauty, and fulfillment the divine has planned for the lives of all beings through the use of human free will. We have at times moved away from what is in the divine plan, stumbled on the path, and become ensnared in terrible suffering and frightening delusions. That means that stuff we are creating in our own minds through our own fears and our own negativities. That's the delusion. This can become contagious, infecting other souls with poison of hate, anger, and fear, and further separating our human collective from the beautiful grace of the divine, or from the beautiful grace that the divine has intended for us. It then becomes difficult to use our free will with wisdom, and our spiritual disconnection can create far-reaching negative impact for others and the planet. So this card is really asking you to come back to self, to what you know resonates within you. Stop this hating, all this negative energy of anger and fear. That's what separates us, the divine beings that we are, living in a human body, experiencing this human journey and experience. There's too much separation. And they're talking about human collective. That is, we're all part of each other. We are we are born on this earth. We are of this earth, and we are of each other. We're made up to, basically the same stuff. So anyways, we are a part of all that is, and that's that collectiveness. One only needs see the pain in the world to understand this. That division, that hatred, look what's going on. That fear, it's chaotic right now. Yet there is simple spiritual discipline that we can practice to restore the world and all hearts within it to rights again. Returning it all to right. The divine dwells in your heart as a healing power and wisdom which tenderly alleviates suffering, liberating the body, mind, and soul. This is the immeasurable power of the heart way. In the Hawaiian tradition from which it emerges, it is known as Ho'oponopono, or in other words, it means to set things right. The heart power thrives through the simple 4-step practice that can be done by anyone, anywhere, for any person or situation they would wish to transform. This may seem unexpectedly easy, and it is. So why isn't everyone just doing this and healing the world right now? This is because only those who have come far enough on their spiritual path, in other words, your spiritual growth, to have placed the heart's wisdom above the dictates of the mind, will be able to accept the practice. And basically, if you're listening to this and you don't feel you're there, you're almost there. So just become it, okay? It's telling you the practice itself is not something that you can approach through your mind. The mind will resist it because it asks for us to take unconditional responsibility for everything that we encounter, whether it be in our own lives or out in the world, even if those situations seem to have nothing whatsoever to do with us. The moment something comes into our awareness, and this is so important, so the moment something comes into our awareness, we are responsible for it. The mind can rebel at this and say that it is unfair, unduly burdensome, or shaming to think in that way. That is because the mind confuses responsibility with guilt and giving with deficit. The heart, though, is joyful at the process of spiritual responsibility because it understands that it offers the empowerment to make a difference, and that healing one helps heal all. This oracle foretells of great healing for you as you open your heart to Pono. So this is really so profound, the timing of this. And you're just being open right now and called to become opened even more to this process of and wisdom, and just experience the immeasurable power of the heart way. And there's a healing process that goes along with this. And it says, choose a person or a situation to which you can offer healing. Gaze at the image of the card. Recognize the heart power depicted. Place a hand on your heart as you tap into the beauty of your heart. including the feelings of compassion, goodwill, and wanting all beings to know that they are loved and do not deserve to suffer. When you feel that heart connection, you are ready to complete the 4 simple steps without them having to make sense to your mind. Feel the truth of what is happening in your heart as you complete the process. Step 1. I'm sorry. Say out loud, I am responsible for this situation. I feel so sorry for this. Let your heart be in compassion as you might feel the emotion that is evoked by what you are saying. Step number 2, please forgive me. Ask for forgiveness. You don't need to think whom you're asking it of. Just say it out loud with me now. Please forgive me. As you speak these words, feel the remorse you connected with in step 1 when you said, I am sorry. As you ask to be forgiven, those of you sensitive to energy may feel a release of energy taking place. And if that's not what you're feeling, just allow whatever it is you're feeling to occur, because we all experience energy differently. As long as you feel that sense of release. Step 3, thank you. Say thank you. Again, thank you. It doesn't matter if you have a sense of whom or what you are thanking. As was stated before, all that matters is before you can even say the words, you might already feel the gratitude that begins to pour through you. This will increase as you say the words. Thank you. And I think this is important because I know for me, I'm grateful for every single thing that has ever happened to me in my life, good, bad, or whatever, because it's allowed me this growth, this opportunity to be here right now in this space where there's tremendous things happening in the world, tremendous amounts of healing and releasing going on. Step 4, I love you. Again, this will invoke a response in the soul, this time an outpouring of love. You may feel this consciously, but even if you don't, just know and trust that it is happening. Just be in that experience now. Just go with the process and say, I love you. Let yourself feel love as you say the words. Place your hands in prayer and relax for a moment, for you have completed your healing process. Wow, how wonderful and profound that is. And please go back to this anytime you need this. This is so powerful for us all right now in our own lives, but in the world as a whole, for all of humanity. And just remember, as you open the door for yourself to heal, you are opening that door for others, not only you, but your ancestors throughout time and beyond. All right, beautiful divine beings, it's an honor and a pleasure always to be sharing that which is being channeled to me through the divine. I am a pure channel. I am a divine being, a divine light being, light worker. I just come from that place of heart. And I was born like this, but it just didn't happen overnight. It's a practice, and practice being, and the more you be, the more you become, until you eventually are. And after all, I think that's what we're all striving for. So as always, please feel free to reach out to me on my platforms listed below. I am Riordan, Lady of Love and Light, also known as White Owl Woman, and Roberta Lowry. Alhamdulillah, God bless, hallelujah, aho, mahalo, aloha, namaste. Sending you so much love, light, and healing energy. Remember, I am a Reiki master, and I always call upon your guides, those teams, your archangels, those in the angelic realm, the ascendant masters, the sentient beings, your ancestors, all in the light, the divine, to just be with you and help you receive this information and to carry it forth throughout your life, and to bring you, most importantly, back to the center within you, grounding. May you and your loved ones be shrouded in love and light, and may you remain safe and protected always. Many blessings.